Hey fellow Adaptpreneurs, Adam Dukes here, and in this video we're going to talk about where to get started. So a little backstory, I've been talking to a few people on the phone that find me online, TikTok, they get on my email list, and sometimes we hop on the phone, and I talked to two gentlemen on Monday. One was a single dad out in LA. He's never done anything like online marketing wise and was looking to get involved with it. And then another one was talking to a buddy of mine who's out in Boston area, and he works a full-time job, but he was been working at the pandemic from home and just went back to work on Monday and realized he really likes working from home. So both of them had very similar issues, and this is a very common theme among quite a few people that I've talked to in the last several weeks, month or so. How to get started, where to get started, what's kind of the direct path. Most people are overwhelmed with information. I get it. I'm adding to that by putting out YouTube videos and TikTok videos and tweets and emails and all that. So in this video, the one guy, Dan, who I spoke with from Boston, a guy I've known for several years now, he was like, how do I get started? Just give me like a checklist or point me in the right direction on how to get started. So that's what this video is about. I'm going to take my two calls, kind of combine them together, and then kind of distill it down to the important information, hopefully in like a 15-minute or so video. Elephant in the room, 38 years old. I still got a goddamn sit. I got two of them. What are the odds? I'm still putting out YouTube videos. A couple of years ago, I'd be too self-conscious to do it, but not anymore. I could give a shit. So had to address the elephant in the room. Not that anybody probably noticed, but now that I point it out, of course, it's obvious. That's just how it works. So let me switch over to my screen here. And there we go. So where should I start? Again, this is a very, very extremely common question. And it's a tough one to answer like a broad answer. You know, each person's going to be kind of different. I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of kind of how online business works and just hopefully simplify it. And there's just a few things you should be focused on and just not get lost in the noise and the weeds and all that we all get lost in, myself included. So where should I start? So this is like the oversimplified. If you want to start an online business, the oversimplified. So building an audience, that's number one. You build an audience. Number two is you communicate with that audience. I'm going to go into more detail on all of this. And then step three, offer them solutions. That's really it. That's an online business. That doesn't matter if it's e-commerce, consulting, affiliate marketing, MLM, anything. That's pretty much the general approach. And I think Russell Brunson talks about this in his .com Secrets book. He words it a little bit different, but it's basically 3 steps. Build an audience, communicate with that audience, and offer them solutions. Communicate with that audience. I was just talking to 2 gentlemen, like I said, just 2 days ago. I'm communicating with my audience. So I'm practicing what I'm preaching here. I get just as much, if not more value talking on the phone with these guys than they do. You know, I get a ton of value. So it really helps me out. So it's a win-win. A lot of people think, oh, how do you have time to do that? You know, putting out phone calls. It can be very time consuming, but that's my market research, hearing these guys talk and what they're struggling with, and then I can put out content to help them like I'm doing right now. So it's kind of like you're in the Matrix. So let's dive into these and get a little bit more deeper in it. Like I said, this is the 30,000 foot view, I guess you could say. So this was something Dan Kennedy, a marketing legend, arguably the greatest living copywriter probably right now. He is marketing. I mean, Russell Brunson, a lot of the big marketers are influenced by Dan Kennedy. He's been around for 50 years with direct mail, newspapers, magazines, stuff like that. But it's 3 things that it's a triangle. It's 3 things. It's your market, it's your message, it's your media. That's it. Your market right here up top is your who. Who are you going to market to? The message is the what. What are you going to share with them? How are you going to help them? You can see it right here. What message will resonate with your market? Let me go back a little bit here. What does the market want? What problems are they facing? What solutions are they seeking? And what results, what dreams, desires do they have? The message, what message resonates? And then the medium is the how and or the where. I like to use where, actually. So medium is kind of the where. Where are you going to put out your message? Is it going to be on billboards? Is it going to be on TV commercials, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, wherever it is? That's the where. So that's the 3 M's. That's literally it. He came up with this like in the late 90s, I think, and it was pre-internet. However, it still applies today. However, he left a couple M's off, in my opinion. So several years ago, I came up with what I call the Actually, I reversed it. M5 framework. Here I have the 5M framework, but it's M5. Yes, I copied off BMW. Not really. I just like alliteration. So Dan forgot 2M, so I added to it. So my framework, my M5 framework is number one, this is listed in order of importance, is mindset. This is it. This is key. Mindset. Number two is your market, your who. Who are you going to help? Who are you going to, what problem are you going to solve for what type of person? Next is the message. How are you going to communicate that message and that you are the answer to their problems or the solution to their problems or can help them get from point A to point B in the fastest amount of time possible. The next is machine. Dan didn't mention this because in 97 or 98 when he came out with this is more like building a sales funnel. And I want to keep it very, very simple. We're going to get into it. But a machine to do a lot of your heavy lifting, a lot of the work for you, and a machine that's running 24/7, 365. It's not going to take no days off. I woke up to this email. I'll flash it on the screen. Woke up to this email yesterday, $1,000 commission. Now, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you and tell you that it's passive income like a lot of these guys on YouTube's do. There's work involved. I'm putting out content consistently, YouTube videos twice a week, typically 2 TikTok videos a day, and occasionally tweets and that. So I'm putting in the work, even though I'm making money while sleeping. So I'm not saying this is passive income. However, I have the machine in place where I can wake up on a Tuesday morning to a 4-figure check. That's pretty cool, if you ask me. And then the fifth one, obviously, is the media. Where are you going to share this message? So number one is mindset. Again, this is the most important without a doubt. Fear of judgment, I find this holds the far majority of people back. Fear of failure is another one, although I think it's more fear of judgment than the fear of failure. People are fearful of what others are going to think of their failure or if they fail. The self-doubt, everybody has it. At times I have crippling self-doubt. Doing YouTube videos has helped me get over that self-doubt, better manage it, I guess I should say. Imposter syndrome, feeling like you're not good enough or that you're going to be found out that you're a fraud. I deal with this daily. There's a lot of, it's a constant, it's an everyday struggle, like Biggie Smalls said. So this is normal. Everybody deals with it. I find the ultra successful are better at managing all this stuff. They still deal with it. Denzel Washington's open about imposter syndrome. So it's like Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, Tina Fey. There's a lot of them. They all have imposter syndrome. So they're just better at managing it. So you're not alone in any of these feelings. And like the successful people, I always thought, it was funny, I always thought once you get to a certain level, like this stuff melts away. But it never really melts away. Like I said, you get better at managing it. So I'm convinced business is 90% mindset, 10% strategy, tactic, or luck. I could probably argue life is 90% mindset and 10% strategy, tactics, or luck. We're all just a YouTube or Google search away from solving just about any problem we face. Like anything you want to solve, just about. I don't want to say everything. Go to YouTube or Google. You can find the answer to the problem. It's up here, the 6 inches between your ears, that's going to hold you back. So your market. Step number 2 is who. So who do you want to serve? What problems are they looking to solve, or what challenges are they looking to overcome, obstacles, whatever it is? And what are they looking to achieve? Again, they're at point A, they're on island, Hell Island, and they want to get to Heaven Island. You be the bridge. Your content is the bridge, your products are the bridge, your affiliate products are the bridge to get them from point A to point B in the fastest, most efficient, quickest line there, point A to point B. So you need to do your market research. I kind of touched on that. Here's how you can do some online market research. A lot of people skip over this part. They don't think it's important. The successful people know their market. They study their market. It's an ongoing thing. It's like a race. It's never, or I should say it's not a race. There's no finish line, basically, is what I was trying to say. It's ongoing. It's forever and ever and ever and ever. Your market's going to be constantly evolving. Your market today is going to be maybe not drastically different in 6 months, but it's going to be different. There's going to be changes. So you can use websites like Quora to see what questions people are asking and how answers, look at the answers, they're upvoted. All the good answers, but by the Quora audiences, are upvoted, so you can see the top answers. Okay, this message is resonating. I could incorporate some of this message into my content, into my messaging. Number 2 is Facebook groups. This is a great one. There's Facebook groups for just about any kind of any kind of group or niche of people, losing weight, overcoming stress, relationships, parenting, mother, father, whatever it is. There are Facebook groups and people are very open and share what they're struggling with, typically by asking questions. If you see people asking questions and there's a lot of engagement, it's probably struck a nerve, and that's a probably popular question that more people are facing or have faced and got over. So Facebook groups are fantastic for market research. Reddit, I'm not a big Reddit user, like really at all, but those people are very honest. They're ruthless. They don't hold back. And you can find a lot of people, there's problems interwoven in there. There's solutions in that. People are complaining or seeking answers to something. So that's another great website. Niche forums are fantastic. There's a lot of niche forums out there, especially in like the health field, even like a golf niche. You could go on the golf niche and hear about or learn how they're talking, what vocabulary they're using. Like if you're not in the golf niche, for example, there's a lot of marketers who are in the golf niche who've never touched a damn golf club. It's because there's a lot of money in golf. So they go in niche forums and they pick up golf magazines and they read these, they consume that content just to see how these guys and men and women, both golfers, communicate, how they talk, what kind of language they use, what kind of lingo they use. So when they're writing their ads or their sales copy or their sales page, landing page, whatever it is, emails, they can use that vocabulary. So you don't have to be the target market. I like to be the target market, but you don't have to be. It doesn't have to be something you've overcame. You just have to do a little more research with the market. If you wanted to do something that you don't have an interest in or you're an expert in, golf being an example. If you're not an expert golfer, but you know there's money to be made, you don't have to know golf, but you have to study it. You have to study your market. These are places to study. Amazon book reviews, these are great. You look at the negative reviews, but also the positive ones. But the negative ones can be very telling. They can complain and bitch about, wow, the book didn't cover how to lose 30 pounds in 10 days. I wanted a diet plan step by step, what to eat Monday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Tuesday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Wednesday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. People want meal plans, step by step. You could find that out in negative Amazon reviews. There's also gold in the positive too. People could say, man, I love how you laid out the step by step on how to juggle. You really helped me throwing the ball at a different angle. Or whatever it is, you could learn the positive reviews. Okay, I got to touch on throwing the ball at a different angle or the right angle when I'm teaching juggling. Oh, super random example, I know. And then social media comments. These are great. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. People commenting, you can get a lot. There's a lot of value in there and seeing it. I know Gary Vaynerchuk is really big on this. He gets a really deep read on his market just by reading comments, like his YouTube comments, all that. You can really there's a lot of insight and intel by reading not just your comments. You can read other people in your space, read their comments. If they have a big following, you can see what people are struggling with. I do it with the YouTube channel. I'll look at other people in the digital marketing space and I'll look at people asking questions, and then people can like them or thumbs up, whatever it is, on YouTube. And if there's a lot of likes, it floats up to the top. Once again, I'm like, wow, a lot of people, someone could say, hey Bill, could you teach us how to do X, Y, and Z? And 17 people liked it. That means there's 17 other people, probably a lot more people, who want to know how to do X, Y, Z. Oh, I'm going to make a video on that. So that's another way to do it, is going through social media comments. The next one is your message. So you're going to have to create consistent content. The 3 C's. I don't think there's really any way around it, in my opinion. Of course, there are ways to do it without creating content, but in my opinion, you have to be creating content, and you're going to be doing written, audio, or video. It's going to be one of those 3 forms. Play to your strengths. Pick the one that you enjoy, the one that you will stick with, not one that's the flavor of the month or one that's trending or popular. If you don't like to write, don't start a blog. If you hate video, don't start a YouTube channel, So play to your strengths. Be self-aware. Gary Vaynerchuk talks about that all the time as well, and it's so damn true. So many people try to do things that because it's popular or it's the flavor of the month or it's going to go viral or whatever it is, but they suck at it. So don't go and do something because it's popular. Play to your strengths, and more importantly, or maybe not more importantly, but as important, something that you're going to stick with, because if you don't like doing it after a couple weeks, couple months, you probably throw in the towel. So find something that you enjoy doing, that you're committed to doing on a daily basis pretty much, and that you have strengths in. Now, if you want to do video and you suck at video, that's not a strength right now, but you have a desire to get better, that's fine too. You can get better. I'm not saying do what you're absolute best at, but if you have a deep desire to get better at video or better at writing or maybe a podcast, you're like, oh, I really want to be able to talk better into the microphone or whatever. If you're committed to it, can do that. So you don't have to be like excellent at it from the start. So I want to make sure that's clear when I say play to your strengths. Nope, kind of went over all these written, audio, and video. And then the next one, the fourth part, is a machine. I keep it simple. 2 tools. I got a video right up here. You can start a sales funnel. $0, 0 cents. You don't need the fancy funnel builders. You don't need any of that. The one guy I talked with on Monday, he's like, hey, what's like a ClickFunnels alternative, something like that? I'm like, you don't need that right now. I'm like, you're just getting started. Like, all you need is to build an email list. That's it. That's that build an audience part. Also, creating content is going to build an audience, but you want to get some of those people from your social media or their content onto an email list. And then a landing page. So again, check out that video. It explains more how you can get started with a sales funnel, honestly, for no money. Now, is it going to be the best, fanciest sales funnel? No, you get what you pay for, If you got a little bit of money to invest, I recommend other tools. But if you're balling on a budget, I get it. Start with the free sales funnel. And then over time, as you start to earn some money, then you can start upgrading your tools. And then the last one is media. So I call it a content channel. So basically, the content channel is creating content. It's going to be a blog, a podcast, or a YouTube channel. Typically, those are going to be the three forms of content. That's the content channel that you're producing content on a consistent basis. If it's a blog, if you can do 1 blog post a week, do 1 a week. If you can do 3 a week, do 3 a week. But don't burn yourself out. If it's a podcast and you can do 2 a week, do 2 a week. If it's a YouTube channel and you can do 1 video a week, do 1, or if you can do 3, whatever it is, find something that works for you. There's not a perfect sequence to it, but just being consistent. So that's your content channel. And then the next one I call is a communication channel. So basically, this is going to be where you're going to communicate, like a social media platform that you can talk with your target market and share your content. So right now, I've been leveraging TikTok. That's kind of my communication channel. I promote these YouTube videos. I tease them with videos, and then I promote the YouTube channel. So I'm getting my content. And then my content, obviously, is the YouTube. Now, I'm still on like Twitter and that. My main focus right now is YouTube and TikTok. My focus for the last year has been growing this YouTube channel, and I used Twitter to grow. Twitter was my communication channel to push my content, my YouTube content. Then I discovered TikTok was better for pushing out YouTube content, so I went with TikTok. I can make little teaser videos and then promote my videos. So that's a content and a communication channel. So if Facebook, you want to do Facebook and communicate in Facebook groups, that's great. Do that. And you want to write a blog, that's your content channel. You write a blog once a week. You're in Facebook groups. Maybe people ask questions about, hey, how do you do X, Y, Z? Oh, I wrote a blog post about that 3 months ago. Link the blog post. Stuff like that, If it's Twitter, whatever it is, So pick a content channel and then a communication channel. So that's my 5M framework that I talk about, that I came up with. A sixth M, I don't need to make it more confusing, would be the business model. What type of business model to choose? Affiliate marketing, e-commerce, network marketing, consulting, whatever that is. You can find that out along the way. So if you're building an audience, you're building up your email list, you're going to get people reaching out to you, emailing you, and or maybe hopping on the phone. Like I say, I hop on the phone. I love it. I get a lot of value out of it. Both sides do. They're going to ask you questions, and you're going to start noticing some commonalities, some common questions. Wow, this one gets brought up a lot. Like I'm noticing where to get started. That's how I came up with this YouTube video. I've probably got asked this question 7 or 8 times in the last month. So I was like, shit, I need to put out a YouTube video. So you're going to hear from these people, and you're going to find some common themes that they're struggling with, what they need help with, and you can use that to put out more content. You can also use that to create a product for them, or refer them a product. Do it like affiliate marketing, where you're, hey, you know what? I had that same problem when I got started. I took John's course, and man, how John laid it out, and it really gave me the clarity that I needed, or it eliminated the confusion, or whatever the hell it is. So people are going to be reaching out to you. Like I said, it doesn't have to be on the phone. It can be just emails, and then you can create content, push them somewhere. Now, maybe push isn't the right. Recommend them a product, or put that into your product, and then let them know, hey, you know what? I've been talking with a lot of you, writing them an email. I've been talking with a lot of you. A lot of people are struggling with XYZ, and I have a product that I'm going to come out with, a coaching program, an ebook, a guide, a webinar, a training, an audiobook, whatever the hell it is. I'm going to help you solve that problem, because that's what I'm getting feedback on. So you're kind of doing it all at once. You're doing your market research, but in turn, that's going to allow you to put up more content. And then also, if you want to make a product, or if you want to do affiliate marketing, you could recommend the product. So that's pretty much it. So the simplified version, like I said, build an audience. Step number 1, you do that by putting out content. Pick your content channel, pick your communication channel. I recommend 1, not 17. You're going to be spread too thin. Number 2 is communicate with that audience. Communicate with emails, communicate with videos, communicate with new blog posts, tweets, TikTok videos, Facebook posts, whatever the hell, Instagram pictures, whatever the channels you pick. And then third, offer them solutions. Those solutions could be something you create. It could be a physical product. It could be a digital product. It could be affiliate, where you recommend them to a specific product that maybe helped you, hey, Bill. So that's it, really. Build an audience, communicate with that audience, make offers to them. Offer them solutions, I should say. So that's it. That is how to get started. And really, I think this translates to probably just about any online business. Those 3 things, at least off the top of my head, there might be some that I'm missing, but pretty much any online business would follow that framework. Audience, communicate with them, offer solutions. That's it. That's the simplified version. So, hey, if you like these types of videos, make sure you hit subscribe and click that little bell notification, because I release 2 videos each and every week. Also, I got a guide, a blueprint that I put together, the 50-minute workday blueprint. Check it out down below, totalads.com/50. Download that and see how you can build a business working only 50 minutes a day. Now, you can certainly work more if you want, but to get started, absolutely, there's 2 tasks that you need to do each and every day that I share in that blueprint, and you'll see why it's called the 50-minute blueprint. Totalads.com/50. As always, if you have comments, questions, or concerns, drop them down below. I'll do my absolute best to answer them. If I can't answer them, I'll find someone who can, or I'll point you in the right direction, the right resource, and try to get that problem solved for you. As always, thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it.